everyone, so I am here today to talk about modeling. A lot of people have been asking, why and how did you start modeling? Well, I'm here to talk about it. I have a few questions from my YouTube and from my Facebook and from Instagram and all of that, asking why and when I started modeling and how I started modeling. So I'm just going to go through the questions really fast and then I will talk about more. So first question is, why did you start modeling? Well, as you guys saw from my anorexia video, which I want to make a huge disclaimer on, I did not have anorexia. I had that teenager, oh, I'm feeling horrible about myself, my self-esteem sucks, that kind of anorexia. The reason why I named it Anorexia Can Kill or Anorexia Kills is because it can, and that can lead into anorexia. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to go into why I started modeling. When I was 15 years old, I was asked by a photographer at the gym, oh my gosh, have you ever modeled before? You are so beautiful, your bone structure is just absolutely stunning, stuff like that, which I didn't really know how to really approach that, so I kind of just let it slide by. That guy's a creep, whatever, like he was an older man, so I didn't really think anything of it. But then I had the chance to move all the way to California. I don't know if you guys know my story, but a lot of you have been asking why I moved to California. My mom met a man in Northern California, where I am, where I've been living for a long time, for 5 years, and so we moved from Florida to California 5 years ago for a man, which might sound really weird to some of you guys, but it literally was an amazing adventure and an amazing opportunity for us to get to know each other better, even though I don't really see my dad that much, which is a shame. But, you know, you learn and you live and you still talk to the ones you love over the phone, Skype, stuff like that. So anyway, so I moved to California from Florida 5 years ago, and when I got to California, I met a few photographer friends, and they were really, really good. Some of them were makeup artists, and I went on this website called Model Mayhem. And a lot of you who are watching this video who want to get into modeling probably know about that site. What do I have to say about that site? Basically, I really appreciate it because it directed me to the photographers that I know today, but I will get into that whole thing later because it can be a scam. But as I was saying, moved to California, met some photographer friends through that website, and started shooting. I started taking random pictures. One of my shoots were a hippie shoot, one was a bathing suit shoot, so it was really like random different themes to go with my portfolio because it was mandatory to have different looks for your portfolio, so I decided to go with hippie, bathing suit, stuff like that. I asked my mom, I got a letter in the mail from Barbizon School of Acting and Modeling, and they asked me, hey Delphine, do you want to come model for us? We have an interview for you at this time, this place. Obviously someone saw me and I wrote something down and it happened. I don't remember how I came across Barbizon, but went to San Francisco for the audition with two of my friends, and I got in. I had an interview and my portfolio was very low and just wasn't working for what Barbizon really saw my potential in. And so they signed me up, and it was kind of pricey, but super worth it. I went to Barbizon School of Acting and Modeling, and for 6 months, and at the end of the 6 months there's a graduation, there's, you just meet a lot of new people and you gain a lot of confidence. The week after, not even joking, went to Sacramento and auditioned for an open call with Cast Images from Sacramento, and that's where I am right now with an agency. And I went in there not knowing what was going to happen. I brought in my amateur portfolio. I wish I still had it. It's at home with really bad pictures. Not so much of the quality, but of me. Like, it didn't even look like me anymore. So she sat me down and she said, we need to be on the same page if you want to be a part of this agency. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm on board for whatever. Like, just sign me. And basically, she told me, I don't see you as a high fashion model, but I do see you as a lifestyle model because I do have that more broad athletic build, and I'm okay with that. Lifestyle is so much fun. My first job was with Macy's, and it was a great job. It was mannequin modeling, and I enjoyed it. Like, I love putting myself out there and showing clothes and really putting my name to my face. I really want to be a role model and a spokesmodel to everyone who is watching me right now, as well as people who are watching me on the runway or people who are watching me as a mannequin, just standing there posing. So yeah, my goal in this whole modeling industry is to become a spokesperson, spokesmodel. I started receiving a lot more jobs. I had a job with Royal Robins. They're a company that works with REI. It's like a hiking type of company, and they have an online store, royalrobins.com. You can see me on there if you want to go see me, you know, working my magic of posing. Just kidding, it's not like that. It's like more like, you know. I also have been working with the North Face as a runway model. They have a company meeting twice a year, one for winter and one for spring. So they bring some models together, and it's a blast. A week in Tahoe, it's fabulous. When you first start with an agency, you won't gain that many jobs. Just throwing it out there. If you're like stunning and beautiful and like you have commercial work done and all that, sure, you're gonna get a million jobs. But if you're like me, going in there as an amateur, not really knowing what you want in the modeling industry, you won't get that many jobs. Especially since each agency has a ton of girls who clients look through and they're like, oh, she's perfect for my look. So they come in and cast you, and it's a whole long ordeal. Another question is, how do I manage my body and my physique and everything to keep the size that the agency and the clients want? Well, I have so many fitness videos, so many health videos that I will link all down below. You guys can go watch those. That's how I keep my body up to date. Right now I'm actually getting really sick, so I haven't been able to work out as much, but that means I'm intaking a lot more healthy foods and less food, because that means I will gain weight if I eat as much as I usually do when I work out. Has it changed my perspective on life or as a person? Yeah, it has. Being a model really boosts my self-esteem. It boosts my confidence. It boosts my drive to want to change others' lives. Most models, like runway models, high fashion models, they don't really see the whole picture. I believe that high fashion models, other than diamonds and heels, she's absolutely stunning, but most, or I'll say some high fashion models just do it for the fame or just to be on New York Fashion Week or something like that. For me, modeling is so much more than that. Modeling to me is putting, like I said, making a name for myself, putting my name to my face, so all of you can eventually come up to me and talk to me about your problems, talk to me about life problems, talk about your boyfriend to me, talk about like your eating disorder with me. Email me, anything. I am here for you guys, and that's what I want to accomplish through modeling. The last thing I want to say is that I am finally an instructor of my own modeling class with Barbizon. So if you are planning on going to Barbizon, think about it. You can be an instructor one day. 2 years later, I'm an instructor. I have my own preteen class. It's fabulous. Like, I never in a million years would have thought that I would be teaching a modeling class, my own modeling class, the class where kids can come up to me and say, Miss Delphine, I have a question, or Miss Delphine, well, how do I do this? It's so exciting, and I started on Saturday. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because it's just something that is incredible to me, and I am so grateful with this modeling career and how it's all panning out, because it's really what I want to do with role modeling and being satisfied with my life. Gosh, modeling is just, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!